besties, it's me, your girl Lucky D, and I have something pretty exciting to tell you. But first of all, let me reintroduce myself for some of the people who may not know me. Hey besties, I want you to get comfortable because I'm going to tell you a little story about who Lucky Daniels is and how she became the person that she is today. So I hope you enjoy it. But first, you have to go back all the way to 2019, the year that I was supposed to graduate college and come out with my very first collection for my brand, then at the time named Skye Rose Designs. It was the winter of that year, around November, December, and I was preparing and working on the prototypes for my very first winter collection. And it was in that moment some things erupted in my family's home, and I ended up mixed in and I got kicked out. Yes, you heard me right. I had got kicked out. This was literally months after I've completed my first degree at the University of the District of Columbia with a bachelor's in business management and administration. And I was baffled, to say the least, but I did not argue. I literally left and I never looked back. And I can say I still haven't been back to my family's home to this day. At the time, my heart and my best friend, my love, and my cousin Marquise lived directly across the street from me. So I went over there and I told him what was going on. I stayed there with him for a little while, but things at his home wasn't all that great at the time either. And I think maybe a couple of days later, he ended up getting kicked out of his house too. So not only did I just get kicked out, but he ended up getting kicked out too. So we were both kind of in this thing together. Yay! As you can see, we definitely kept each other's spirits up to keep us pushing through that moment. It was at the time he had a little bit more help than I did, so we kind of had to figure some things out separately and not together. I can say I did have help from other people in my life that I'm truly grateful for, because without them, I don't know where I'll be. Between crashing on friends' couches, letting me stay in their dorm room since they were still completing their degree, I literally had to pick between surviving and chasing after my dreams. But the crazy thing is, I didn't want to choose. I didn't see why I had to choose between being able to survive and wanting to create the art that I wanted to share with the world. And it's not like I was doing it for me. Everything that I do, all of my art, I've always done for the tall girls. My brand is for tall girls. My art speaks through the experiences and the pain that I've gone through, that I know I'm not the only one. It's just I may be the only one that can talk about it at the moment. So I always want to make sure through my art that others don't feel alone the way that I felt. That's neither here nor there. Let's get back on track. So after crashing at a couple of my friends' places for a couple of months, I ended up in a situation where things were, in my mind, I thought they were getting better, but they came crashing down like fire, I would say. I had left to go and stay with my older sister at the time, and it was during COVID, so you know, COVID and all of that stuff. And as I was staying with her, I literally almost died. The house that she had ended up catching fire while I was asleep, and I can literally remember this like it was yesterday. I literally felt and heard my niece calling my name, and it felt as if something pulled me out of my sleep. And I popped up, I run to the top of the stairs. I see my sister and my niece and my nephew standing outside the door. I look over, it's a fire engulfing the entire house. Like the back of the house is already engulfed. The living room is literally about to be in flames. I'm upstairs, the smoke is already coming upstairs. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm naked. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't go outside without any clothes. I need clothes on. I'm like, when I tell you, I ran back to that room, put on anything that I could find, and I ran out of the house. I literally could have died in that fire because I was left in the house. I was sleeping. It's so crazy to think about that I literally almost died. But after that, I had left to go back to the city, and I was staying with another friend. But after that, it was just more of moving around couch to couch until I made a decision to go to Chicago. A friend of mine, she really needed help, and I didn't want her to have to go through such a hard time alone. So I left to go back with her to Chicago, and I was supposed to come back, and I was supposed to have a place. But at the time, things happened, and the place that I had was no longer available, and I was not allowed to stay there anymore. So I stayed in Chicago, and things didn't really work out the way that either of us wanted to, so I left to go to Baltimore. And I was with a friend's family that I met when I went to study abroad my last year of my university. And that entire situation literally almost killed me. But I can say it pushed me to a brink that enabled me to get my very first place. Yes, I was working 3 jobs. Yes, I was working overnights. Yes, I was tired as hell. Yes, I was going through so much, but I couldn't take it anymore. I had to do something, you know? So I worked hard, and I finally got my own place. I didn't have an apartment or a house. I rented a room in this beautiful townhouse, beautiful newly renovated townhouse in Baltimore, which is so crazy to think about because I went to university in Baltimore and I ended up getting my first place in Baltimore. That is crazy. Truly crazy. So after getting my first place in Baltimore, I was working. I was doing the things that I really wanted to do. I was getting back into my model bag, going to photo shoots, networking, being creative, and then it happened. I had quit 2 of my other jobs because one of my jobs, I was making double both of my other jobs, so I wanted to stick with that one job. And then out of nowhere, I got fired without a reason. So at that point, it felt like I was back at square one. Now, I wasn't worried about my place at the time because I had enough money saved up that I could last a couple months without having to work. So the question then was for me, what are you doing? Like, is this really what you want to do? I feel like we've lost the plot here. Like, I feel like the plot has been lost in me getting so stuck in needing to survive. I feel like I lost touch with my dreams and who I truly was. So I said, fuck finding another job. It's time to find me. It's time to do the things that I love and create the art that I want to share with the world. So that's what I did. I started going all in on me. It was almost 2 years ago now, going all in on me. I wrote and published my very first book. I wrote and published a journal and planner for the Tall Girl nonprofit. I started preparing for a relaunch, and I started doing all the things that I've wanted to do as an artist and making that art. And then there came a time for an opportunity that I could take in my modeling career. And that opportunity, I either had to choose to stay comfortable in what I now had, or to become uncomfortable again and go back somewhere I did not want to be, but somewhere that I knew would make me uncomfortable enough to continuously push for my dreams. And so I did exactly that. I became uncomfortable and I left my place and moved back in with my mom. And when I did that, I made that choice so that I could chase after a part of myself that I had been running away from. So that same winter, I had went to New York Fashion Week and I walked in my very first New York Fashion Week show. Also, that same winter spring, I received my very first UGC Airbnb collaboration and flew to Ixtapa, Mexico and stayed in a beautiful villa for free. And then I got to travel throughout Mexico for an entire month. I was collaborating with brands left and right. Things were going great. And then what I had to do, I started working 3 jobs again. I was still collaborating with brands. I was still filming, still making my art. But I could tell I was getting tired. I could tell that my body was weighing. But at the end of the day, I knew I had to do something and put in the work to achieve something that I wanted in my life. So between working, partnering with brands, and modeling, your girl was booked and busy and doing a whole lot of stuff. And honestly, I was not mad because I could see the goal that I have been working for so long getting closer and closer, to go to school abroad, to move and finally be in fashion school and to move to South Korea. Honestly, I've been planning on moving to South Korea even before I got into my business degree. I always knew I wanted to either go to school in Japan or South Korea since I was a child. And at the time, I was thinking about the easiest way to get over to South Korea to be able to figure out which fashion school I wanted to get into, even though I had an idea of the one I wanted to go to. So I said, okay, we're gonna go to language school first because I really want to learn Korean. I've been self-teaching myself. I've had tutors. I'm very interested in Korean culture. I love learning about their history as a country as a whole. I do listen to K-pop and I do like K-pop, but that was never like the big deciding factor that made me want to go to school there. To be honest, I wanted to go to school in South Korea and Japan before I knew about K-pop. I learned about fashion schools in Asia through Mary-Kate and Ashley's Let's Have a Fashion Party when they traveled to different universities in different countries, and that kind of drew me there. I've always been drawn there, always. I don't know why, but I've always been drawn there. And working those 3 jobs, I was finally able to not only do my craft, be able to survive, but I was saving to be able to finally move out the country. And then it happened. November 15, 2024. I tore my meniscus while at work. And it seemed like all the hard work that I had been working so hard toward had just crashed and burned right in front of me. Because how the hell does that even happen? You're literally weeks away from paying for everything. Weeks away from leaving, and you tear your meniscus. And it was so bad that it traveled all the way to the other side of my knee. So then I felt like I was back at square one. Like, damn, all this hard work, I keep getting so close, and it feels like someone is literally trying to pull the rug from under me. Like, I don't understand, why did I have to go through so much? And I keep getting so close and it keeps getting taken away. Like, what is it that I'm not doing? What is it that I still need to learn? You know what I mean? So this past year, as you guys know, I have been injured. I had surgery in January. I have been recovering since then. But I have something very exciting I want to share with you guys. I, Lucky Daniels, am officially moving to South Korea.
Ladies, I'm trying to do my work today.
I am leaving and moving to South Korea. It's finally happening, guys. It's finally happening after so many years of hard work, so many years of trials, tribulations, loss, losing. I've lost so many people in my life just to get to this point. And I've lost people I never thought ever I would lose, that I wouldn't be able to not share these moments with. even Marquise isn't here anymore. But I am so proud of myself for
You're not gonna run away.
honestly.
Never go back on my word.
If I was
That's my
I'm so
ninja.
excited to say
My ninja way.
the countdown to me moving to South Korea has begun. So, besties, prepare yourself because Lucky is taking on South Korea.